Hello boys, it is once again Friday. That means it is Yabbing Friday. Yay. If you don't know, few days ago it's Cut Rice bundle. So I am very busy trying to edit the videos. Or like, cut the VOD down and do stuff. And that means I don't have time to do the slides. So this is what I throw up with in 3 hours this morning. 3 hours straight, do the slides and call it a day. So yeah, if you expect today Yabbing to be like very constructed, coherent, no, it is not. It's gonna be very brain dead. Let me say that. And combined with the brain dead thing, I don't know why I am very tired today. So yeah, this is gonna be me mumbling the whole slide stuff. So yeah. Okay. So for the slide today, it's gonna be study of craziness and being hot in both honkai games. Yeah, fun, right? Funny. Okay, hold on. Alright, so for today, Yabbing, a case study of the link between being crazy and being hot. As many people say, if crazy, why hot, or if hot, why crazy? Yeah, alright, let's go. So let's do a bit of case study first. So case one. Let's examine only the crazy characters. First, we have Vita from honkai, maybe from starrail, wow, I guess mixing collab. Sparkle from rail, Mobius from honkai, and Philemna from honkai. If you ask why only one character from starrail, like brother man, there are no crazy character in starrail, dude. They should add more. Like I'm really hoping they should add more. Maybe plot twist of Sarin being actually being crazy, or Castrise being crazy as well, like yeah. Let's move on. So Vita, let's do a bit of a background check on Vita, right? First, she's a classic 4chan troll. She is the embodiment of 4chan, legit 4chan. She troll everyone, Kiana, like actually trolling God. May Farisa, Hylia when Crowley go dead, like just troll everyone, right? And she doesn't pay for child support. She have total of how much kids? 7 kids? Yeah, she have total of 7 kids. They're called the vitamins, and she doesn't pay for any of them. That's pretty crazy. If you ask me, that's pretty crazy. And she also done quite decent, a lot of backstabbing. First case is almost killing Prometheus. Fun. I almost punched my laptop for that. Next is betray her creator. Don't know how that happened, but yeah. And also play with our emotion as well. When we first met her, she was introduced as this very innocent character. Your family-friendly tour guide Vita, nothing going wrong, and somewhere between chapter 1 or 2, I don't know when. Yeah, she got snapped, she gone, and then she appeared again. Instead of being the family-friendly, she's now evil, which is low-key better. But anyway, the fact that she play with our emotion means that she's a psychopath. So after we check the Vita profile, right? Let's scale on. Hold on. What did she scale on the graph here of hot versus crazy? On the crazy axis, I think it's an 8 out of 10. Psychopath, backstabbing, doesn't pay for child support, for control is fine. It's everywhere right now, right? On Twitter as well. So 8 out of 10 for being crazy. Now, what about being hot? What about being hot? I think that's a solid 9. Not really perfect 10. Like I'm not going back there, bro. You can do it yourself. But I think personally a 9 out of 10 for being hot. So overall, crazy 8 out of 10, hot 9 out of 10, right? Okay, next one, Sparkle. Let's check Sparkle history. Well, she did identity theft. If you don't remember, during the first arc of like the first story. Hold on. During 3.0. No, 2.0, yeah, Penacony story. She legit becomes sample, and we got tricked into that. Very funny. So yeah, identity theft. I'm not gonna say it because you know YouTube gonna take video down or whatever. She did terrorism. You know, the doll, like a tic tac whatever, right? Yeah, like you know what I mean, right? Harmon, yeah, you know what I mean, bro. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna put the whole sentence there, bro. Like you know what I mean, right? Well, why Harmon? Like, look at this. Like, look how close she's to our face. Look at that. Also, I think she'll like kind of kick us off the cliff as well. You know, after this. So you know, like legit Harmon, legit har. Crazy. 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 So after all that, let's put on a scale of how versus crazy for Sparkle case. I think she legit a 12 out of 10 being crazy. Like for being hot. Solid 10. Solid 10 out of 10. Solid 10 out of 10. Why? Please just press the rewind button for 20 seconds and you know why. So overall, crazy 12 out of 10, hot 10 out of 10. Now for Mobius case. For this Nikki case, what is her backstory or whatever? Well, she's a math scientist. And please do not let this picture fool you. She's indeed a very mad scientist. She's trying to make humanity become immortal or whatever. I don't know the story anymore because my brain really is mushy now. So yeah, like trust me, bro. She's a mad scientist, and that means she has questionable morale. Labrat. 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 So, what about Mobius now? What about Mobius? We saw Sparkle like crazy 12 out of 10, hot 10 out of 10, right? Well, for Mobius, 9 out of 10 crazy. She's not the craziest Sparkle, you know, like compare the crime they did. I think Mobius is on the low scale. And for being hot, okay. However, for this case here, I think it's better to call this cute than being hot. So on the cute scale, is it loading or not? Hold on. On the cute scale, 11 out of 10. Like, look at this. Look at yeah. Like bruh. You know, yeah. So yeah. On the cute scale, 11 out of 10. So overall, crazy 9 out of 10. Cute 11 out of 10. Okay, cool with that. All right, here we go. Let's go. And for the final case here, Falamna. Well, she's extremely rich. I don't think we even have any like evidence for this, but trust me, she's rich. She comes from a rich family. Her family owns several lands or whatever, I don't know. So like trust, she's very rich. Is that it? So on the scale here of hot versus crazy, I have to extend the scale here because like you know. So on the scale of hot versus crazy, crazy is 28, 54 on the hot. So overall, crazy being 28 out of 10, hot being 54 out of 10, right? You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. Just again, press rewind button for the last 10 seconds. You know why? Okay, so the conclusion for case 1 here. The crazier the character, the hotter they are. And this is the graph for the entire thing. This should be Flamna. The rest should be like Vita, Sparkle, Mobius somewhere here. So as you can see, the graph increased exponentially as they're getting more crazy. Well, maybe if I really do the scale correctly, it may be more linear, but I don't have time, so Here's your hand drawn skill. Yes, it's increased exponentially. As the more crazy you get, the much harder you are. Since we done only for the crazy one, what about the non-crazy? What about for the non-crazy? First subject, facial. The second one, topaz. Third one, switchy. So for the facial case, what is her lore? She's Ashton Hall. Well, you saw like the morning routine video they put out on YouTube, whatever, right? You know what I mean. One of Shanzhou Lofu general, and she's strong woman, Buffy mommy, dominant mommy. Is that a word? No, she's more Buffy mommy then. Okay. Alright, so on the scale, pretty tame, right? She's kind of tame. The three's legit coming from the fact that she's Ashton Hall, and that's it. Ashton Hall, yeah. So yeah, pretty being crazy. The hot, she's fine. Not too hot, not too mid. So around 4 out of 10 for hot. So overall for facial, crazy 3 out of 10. You're not right. Oh, okay. I guess I'm too lazy to write the 10. So crazy 3 out of 10. Hot is 4 out of 10. What about topaz then? So she's a capitalist. You know, she collect your taxes. Very evil. She exploit poor people. In this case, Bellabok. Well, since the story was like 5 years ago, basically recap. This is legit. I think 5 seconds before she read into what's her name, Jalivo, whatever, and she forced Bronya to you know, pay taxes, or else she gonna establish something of like a soft government that collect people taxes, you know, just like exploit people, you know what I mean, right? So basically exploit poor people, I guess. And she also kidnapped a kid father, and the kid in this case, Kara, the father, Savarok, you know, people asking Topaz to hand back Savarok, the robots, but you know, she's sad by the fact that people are retaliating, you know what I mean, right? So yeah. And that's one. Big juicy chicken thighs. So on the scale of hot versus crazy, since she a capitalist, and basically like this just go back into, you know, being a capitalist. So the fact that she a capitalist, crazy is pretty high, right? She's pretty crazy, 6 out of 10. And also because the fact that she's a capitalist, 2 out of 10 for being hot, 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 because she's a capitalist. Am I too lazy again to write the 10? I am, my god. Okay. So overall for Topaz, crazy 6, but hot, low scale, a 2. Now for Suji, right? She's dash. You can read all this for yourself. I'm not gonna do it, but basically she dashed and then she got resurrected into the puppet body. Emotionless, since you know it's a doll, she can express her emotion. You know, yeah. You can guess what I mean, right? Burp. This is when she got unalived by the big fox. I don't know the name. The boss in Simiverse or something, right? And then the doll got destroyed, and then her soul invade the bird, whatever it is. So you know, she's not a bird. So overall for the hot versus crazy, I would say she's like the mid character. She's like pretty mid. Not too hot, not too crazy. She's between, right? So oh come on, man. Oh, I'm so lazy to write the 10. Okay, so hot being crazy, 5 out of 10. Hot, 5 out of 10. The reference character, yeah. So conclusion for the case 2. Previous statement has been the crazier the character, the hotter they are. And here also the previous graph. And if you plot those 3 characters into this graph here, oh, what's it for again? Hold on. Okay, maybe a bit of a miscalculation there. Don't know why I have 4 points, whatever. So ignore one of them. I don't think it's matter. So if you plot all the previous like, you know, like facial topaz and sushi point into the graph. Yeah, they're not crazy, therefore they're not hot, right? I don't know what to say, man. Like it's Friday night, whatever, bro. My brain's dead. So basically, the statement still true. The statement still stands true that the crazier the character, the hotter they are. Vice versa, if they are not crazy, they are not even hot. So it's still true, still true. But even though the theory has been quite perfect for almost every situation, however, there are a few exceptions, and one of them is the one and only Firefly. Wife, she's perfect. Wife question mark. Fly wife. Wife fly. You know. Well, let's examine her for a bit. She has a second highest bounty across Star Hunter. You know, that also means that she's a bit crazy, you know, like 9.7 billion bounty. Like, look at that, pretty crazy. She show a bit of a, you know, a bit of a genre, you know, like, yeah. Canon or not, don't ask me, but I will believe that's true. However, even though she has the highest bounty, even though she's a bit of a genre, but like, come on, man, like, sometimes she just look that fucking cute. Look at that. Like, you can't deny, right? You can't deny that she's not crazy at all. Like, look at this. Yeah, bounty high, big crazy. But come on, like, you can't, you have to agree that she's just not crazy at all. She's just normal human, right? She's like a 3 out of 10 for being crazy. So on the scale of hot versus crazy for Firefly, 4 out of 10 for crazy. Like, look all this, right? Like, you know, like, look at the face. You know, she's so innocent. Yeah. So 4 out of 10 being crazy. But for the hot scale though, but for the hot though, have you considered being hot? 241 for being hot. If you disagree, I'm literally gonna ban your ass, you know. So overall, Firefly crazy. Why did I decide to write a 10 for Firefly, but not for facial topaz and suji? Alright. So crazy, 4 out of 10. Hot, 231 out of 10 for being hot. It is true. It is just true. It is just that true. And so far, we only talk about the honkai games, starrail and impact Fort. What about other games? What about the other games? Does this statement still true? Well, we have Pritis from Arknight. She's crazy and she's hot, right? Camellia from Muba, you know, hold on. Surugi from VA, you know, pretty hot. This is only one picture, by the way. You can just search up Surugi on Surugi. So I can't speak the name. Surugi BA on Google, and you can see that, you know, like, she's, you know, pretty hot as well. And W from Arknight, you know, again, crazy and hot, crazy and hot. So the conclusion for today, today essay, today case study, whatever. The statement I proposed, the crazier the character, the hotter they are, and vice versa. Less crazy, less hot, you know. And the statement stay true. It stay true across almost everything. Honkai starrail, Honkai impact, Arknight even, BA, you know, WoWa. It's still true. It is still true. Except the case of Firefly. She's not crazy, but somehow she's extremely hot. And maybe we need to do maybe a deeper case study about Firefly on why this is true. But for now, it is an anomaly that we need to ignore to make the statement true. That's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, whatever. So yeah, that's it for today lecture chat. I hope you found this lecture very useful and can apply this theory out into other games like Uma Musume with Agnes Takion. She's pretty hot. With maybe Genshin. I don't think Genshin have any. Oh no, Genshin is a crazy character. Ayaka kind of crazy though. So yeah, that's it for today, students. I am very dead. I'm very tired. If you enjoy this lecture, please comment below or something. I don't know, man. My brain is so red today, bro. My brain is very mushy. So yeah, that's it for the Japping Friday. That's very brain dead. Very brain dead. Yeah. Okay. That's it for today.